Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MVP Baseball 2005. Last time we streamed, we got eliminated in 5 games, even though we outscored the Rangers. After what I believe was a 101 win season, we also made a lot of money, despite what it says on that income meter. We are likely one season away, maybe a little less even, from unlocking secret stuff in this game. Because video games used to have secrets in them before the internet was, everywhere. In fact, I searched for this specific secret stuff, and while I know people know about it, some people do, it's not that well known. Like, it's not been really documented a ton. Like, it's on YouTube. I think there's one video that's like a guy filming his TV with it, and like there's no narration over it or anything. And as someone who knows a little more about the series, I'll definitely both talk about it on stream and then export and put that all on YouTube. But let's first, before we go and make enough money to unlock all the upgrades, we have to go to the off season. Before we do that, though, let's look at our team and see where we want to upgrade. I'm thinking we may actually go away from some starters. We may see about not re-signing or maybe trading a starter if we have to, because he's almost Major League ready. He's close to Major League ready. He's not. He's actually pretty close to Major League ready, and so that's like 3 or 4 starters in AAA. So that's something. Looking at our lineup, what we really need is probably someone who can play shortstop. An outfielder wouldn't hurt against righties, but definitely a shortstop against righties, and probably a catcher against lefties wouldn't hurt. But just someone who can play the infield is really what I think we need. Plus, we may not want to keep Luis Gonzalez. He's eventually going to get older. So we probably could use an outfielder or an infielder or two. We'll see. We'll see about as we go with everything. Let's get into the off season. So we brought in $255 million. We spent $76 million on our seating capacity, including a ton on upgrades. And so technically we lost $33 million. But did we really lose the money? Kind of. We'll make it back pretty quick. That I can promise you. So let's look at retirements. Anybody interesting? Aaron Harang at the age of 33 for personal reasons. Man, all I know is the glut of talent at the Major League level is going to be even higher. Because if you look, the best players, half of them were in AAA last season. Mike Mussina is a tough one. I think he got more wins in real life than he did in this. Sean Figgins at 33 retiring. He was not great last season. Looking to see... Oh, Jim Thome, who definitely fewer homers than he actually got, because, yeah, he definitely would have played... He definitely played for a couple extra years, I believe. Isn't someone who follows me... Aren't they, like, friends with, like, Akinori Otsuka's kid? Was it him? Maybe it was someone else who was a Japanese-born pitcher who was pretty good in the majors. Jim Edmonds, underrated. Pud Rodriguez was in Double-A? Jeez. Manny ended up hitting more home runs in his career, but this game doesn't have steroid suspensions, so he didn't have to worry about those. Gonna see if there's anything else. Oh! Fun fact, Esteban Loaiza is in a prison in a Central American country right now. And he got, well, heavier than he was, even. Not a bad pitcher. It was drug trafficking, I believe. Sean Green was pretty solid. I'm looking to see if anyone in our organization at all. Not really seeing that at all. Oh, Jermaine Dye? Oh, Jermaine Dye. He was pretty solid for a bunch of years. Todd Hollandsworth, whose last name is so long that you see they have to do the ellipsis here, and then when you go and hit, normally it says Amora. Here it says just Hollandsworth. I think in 04 they actually had to get rid of the O. Like it just said Hollandsworth without the O. Oops. And a lot of dudes who were real world players, but I think they're getting fewer and farther in between. Well, there goes one of the Molinas. He could still hit lefties a little. Righties it was. Not that well anymore. When he was 37, good for him. I got Cliff Floyd's autograph, 2019. It feels like I wanted to say a few years ago, but my friend Mitchell and I, we went to the All-Star Fan Fest in Cleveland, and Cliff Floyd happened to be signing, so we waited in line and we got Cliff Floyd's autograph. Pretty solid player. Doesn't look like anyone from our organization is retired. Oh, Ryan Aurelia, who was signed. Not great. Nothing special, whatever. Not losing sleep over him. I don't think I'm losing sleep over anyone who's this bad that is retiring at this point. Levon House. Yeah, I'm not... None of those bother me at this level. I just want to see if anyone else. So we lost 2 guys. We're about to draft 10. So... Oh, 3. That guy was here for a while. Yeah, he was almost okay against lefties. Almost. Wow, 4. Man, we're losing a lot of really bad players. Another one gone. But yeah, so that does it for retired players. Now we have the draft order, which I believe we're going to be 30th or close to it. Yep, 29th. Only Colorado was better. So let's think this through. We need not pitching. Although, I almost think relief pitching matters, but let's look at the guy's stats now. Oh, this guy's a really good fielder at third base. I did say we needed a third baseman. He's not going to be it, but we need to take guys who can play, the field, because we have enough pitchers in our organization, I think. Let's see, are there any left who are any pitchers left? Oh, wow! Tools to become a dependable pitcher, and he's a starter in this round? Okay, that I will make an exception for. So let's go now to, let's see, let's go by position. I think we have enough catchers, so let's go backward. Any right fielders that we may need? Anybody who's any good? Oh, potential to become a very sought outfielder? Great. We'll just kind of go through, and if we see, we'll just kind of go through. Oh, very solid, great. Center field, let's see. Can we get a decent or better? Well, not decent. Can we get a solid player? Nope. No one there. Oh, great. A shortstop. That's always valuable. Oh, very steady. I always like getting a couple shortstops if we can. Third base is nothing. Second base. Oh, very steady, dependable infielder. And he's a utility guy. Great. That's what I love to see. When they can play anywhere, that's always good. First baseman. There's probably going to be one who's good. Oh, never mind. Could develop into an average catcher. Hard pass. So let's go through and see if we missed anyone who is supposed to be really good. If they have some tools, we want to know. We want to find them. I would assume that this is round 9 just based on how many players are left. Maybe it's 8? This may not be that deep of a draft. Yeah, we may go with this guy because he's alternating between majors and minors. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to take someone who can play a few positions. Because let's be real, you need a bunch of guys who can play pretty much anywhere on the diamond when you are in single A. Perfect. Utility guy, you're on our team. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, great. Draft review. So who are these guys that we may want to trade for? He's a second baseman who can hit lefties pretty solidly well already. What do they say about him? Outstanding middle infielder in the future. Okay, we may want to keep this guy on our radar because if he can hit lefties already, suddenly he has a really good value. Plus, solid plate discipline. That's good. Okay, this guy's a reliever. Borland is a reliever. Should develop into a... Okay. Is this a starter? Blaylock is a starter. We should try and get him. So the Royals, the Angels, and the Mets are the teams that we really want to look at. I'm not getting another dude named Luther on my team. I don't know. Why'd they pick a catcher? It's not... I mean, I guess he's a really good fielder, but still. Yeah, no. So Royals, Angels, Mets. That's where we want to trade. We'll have to wait until after this part of it, obviously. Oh, wow, he wants a AAA contract already? Fine. I'm not going to argue with him. Whatever. At this point, I'm not really concerned for all these guys because they just kind of get taken and that's it. Most of these guys are going to be nothing for anyone. They're going to play till they're 27 and retire. Wonderful. Great. We did all that signing. Now, re-signing our players. We have a lot of guys we need to look at for re-signing. Ole Udesline has been with us the whole time. Since 05. He made his Major League debut with that 05 team. He's 27, and he wants $1 million raise, and I'm going to give it to him, I think. Let me see if I can get 3.5 and an ace for him. Angrily rejects. Okay, fine. Just a starter. How about 3.7? 3.8? Now you don't even want the deal you wanted? What the hell? You don't even want the deal you offered me. God. DeFelice had a good year. He played second base because that's where we could fit him in, and he was a solid fielder. He's a good hitter. He's going to be cheap. That's for sure. And he only wants a situational contract. I'd almost rather give him indispensable AAA so he doesn't get pissy with us for the next 3 years. That's easy enough. Ramos is one we may get rid of. He wasn't that good. He is wanting a little bit of a raise. He's not amazing against lefties. He's fast. He's a good fielder. I just don't know that he's worth it because he's not going to play every day for us. That's my concern. I think we'll cut him because we can trade for someone who will, resemble a facsimile of that guy. We can do that. Now we have a lot of starters to deal with here. Glenallen Luther had a really good season as our 5th starter. He's only 22. He's good. He's a good pitcher, just period. Got fine durability. He was at 1.8. I'll go 3 even for him. Great. I'll come back to Udesline and offer him exactly what he wants again. What the hell? What am I supposed to do? Either wait until he cools off or make him an offer he can't refuse. You know what? I'll just get him as a free agent then, maybe. Oh, interesting. So Trombley wants a AAA contract with Major League money, essentially. I'll go to 2.5 because he was really good in AAA, and obviously if we lose a starter, which we might, we're going to need a guy like him. If not, he's a valuable trade chip. So sure, take a AAA contract. I'm not sure I want Luis anymore. He wasn't that great last season, playing part-time. Yeah, he can play anywhere, but eventually he's going to be a problem. Like, he's just not going to be... He's going to decline. If he's in AAA doing the decline, so be it. Our closer wants more money. I'll give him 1.5 isn't much. That's not much money. I'll put him as closer, though, just because he's going to be our closer. So I wonder if I can short him a little money. Nope. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, fine. Reluctantly accepts. Oh, man, it was so tough. He can hit righties, but I don't know if there's a spot for him in the lineup. I mean, I guess with Sweeney, he could probably split time at third base, but he's definitely not getting an everyday MLB contract. He can get a AAA contract. He's 26. He played in AAA last season. He has 14 career Major League games. You're not getting that much out of me. Okay, great. There, that's fine. Hutchins is a dude who had a AAA contract who didn't play very much as like our third catcher. I'm not giving him everyday contract because once again he's not that good. Like he's a solid catcher. He just is. That's a lot. Yeah, he's not gonna take that. Maybe if I go up to 1 million, yeah, I'm just gonna cut him. No need. No need. Gerald Laird wants an everyday contract after he was benched because he couldn't hit lefties well enough when all he needs to do is hit lefties. That's all he's designed to do on our team. I'll give him $500,000 in AAA. Okay. Bye-bye, Gerald. Oh, there go 2 catchers. Okay. Jackson's going to want a major league deal. I'm sure of it. Oh, no. He just wants a AAA contract? Guess what? Wow. That's amazing. I'm sorry. Just let's let this sink in for a second. So he can hit for average in AAA. Look at his numbers. He can't make contact against lefties. He has a 0 for bunting and a 10 for plate discipline. Those numbers you can't get much worse than that. I'll give him that deal because he's not asking for a pay raise and it's a AAA contract. He's never going to see the light of the major leagues for us, period. Okay, James didn't play a ton in AAA. He wants a AAA deal. I'll give it to him. $100,000 more. What's $100,000 when I make the amount of money I make? Chantress actually played a fair bit. He can hit lefties decently well, but he only plays right field, which is a little concerning. I'd rather give him an indispensable AAA contract and an extra $100,000. $200,000? Great. Solved. You have not pitched in the majors before. You were good in AAA. You're not a major league starter yet in any world. Not ours, at least. You're not. No. Look at his curveball is going to be hit for 500 home runs. Okay, bye-bye, Wolfcastle. Lawrence is a dude who's hit really well for us over the past 2 seasons. High average, solid power, playing part-time. He's not getting that contract. He's not coming close. He can really hit righties. He doesn't have great plate discipline. I mean, I'll give him a couple hundred extra if he's fine taking a AAA contract. Here, I'll give you $200,000 more. There. Great. I'm fine paying the dudes $1 million because they're worth it for that kind of flexibility within the organization. He wants an everyday AAA contract. That's what he had before, sure. Dude who pitched in AA wants a major league contract. He had a major league contract? What? I must have traded for him and didn't realize. Yeah, release. Not even gonna try making an offer. Okay, I can live with that one. With that, yes. Sure. Same with you. And you. And I'll give you 3 years because I can. Great. Oh, I think my Fitbit just buzzed. Drink water, it tells me to do. I will drink water. So, my thinking is, I will offer him this one more time. Okay. We're just going to move on. And we're going to go, who was it? The Mets, the Angels, and the Royals, I believe, were who we wanted to trade with. Were the Mets, Angels, and Royals. Right? Mark Pryor in AA. Okay, yeah, that's the dude. That's the reliever they just drafted, so I want him. I don't want to have to give up much. Or much of value. So let's look at our AA team. If there's anyone who's not very good, like this guy. No. That guy's 33, and that guy's 28. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I need to offer him a little more than that. There's also the Mets and the Royals, I believe, was who it was. We'll see about Cantu, maybe? Maybe Cantu and, like, someone else could get a look. Maybe Mann? And maybe one more player. That guy. Nope. They want somebody who's actually legitimately good. So let's think this through here. Who can we actually give up on our team? He can hit. I mean, he's about one solid leap away from being an everyday major leaguer who can field extremely well. So he's one guy I don't want to trade. Boca Chica, same thing. McDonald, no. Okay, this is a guy who's just too average for me to want to keep. He's just so mediocre, it feels like. Shaguinal, Great, we got Borland. Awesome. So let's go back. So what was it? The Mets? Right? Was it the Mets I thought it was? Maybe it wasn't the Mets. It was definitely the Royals, right? Yep, that's the starter. And then who was it? We'll have to go through AA teams and figure that part out. So that's going to be a tougher one because that's a starting pitcher. That's going to cost us a lot. I will say I am thinking of trading Hoyt Wilhelm just because $8.1 million is a lot of money for a guy who's going to turn 37. Despite the fact that, yes, he just won the Cy Young Award, that's a little concerning to me. I don't know if there's anyone on our roster who I really want to get rid of on the Major League roster. Because most dudes are pretty solid. Like, what's Grimes making? He's making $700,000, and he was fine. I mean, I could get rid of him. I want to get rid of him and somebody who sucks. Like a AA guy who's not actually very good. That guy. Great, we got him. Awesome. That also solves one of our issues with having like 60 first basemen. Although apparently they don't mind in Kansas City having 1, 2, 3, now 4 Major League first basemen plus Grimes in AAA. And Lou Brock in AAA apparently, where he was last season. Alrighty. Let's go to AA teams, because it would be some team that has some ridiculously... No, it's not Aaron Cook. It would be like it's some outsized number for a guy. It's not him. I can't remember what the guy's name was. I don't think it's him, the shortstop. No, it's going to be somebody who's just like outsized. Really good. Maybe it's that guy. No, he's 27, so it's not going to be him. That was the other Luther guy I didn't want. That was the catcher that I didn't want to deal with. Evans is another catcher. No. Was it Park? Yeah, it was Park. It was him. Okay, what team was it? It was the Mets. That's what I thought. Oh, man. Great, so let's trade nothing of value for him. Because I bet you we can get him for nothing of real value. Like you? Straight up, no. That wasn't going to work by itself. Maybe Cantu as well? Look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. So let's go to the free agent list. Let's see if we can get old Udisline to sign with us. I will offer him... Now let's go to 3-5 and see what happens, because maybe he'll accept, like how Dontrell Willis did those years ago. We want to get some platoon guys. Zambrano can hit, but he wants an everyday contract, so that's not going to happen. Lee can also hit. Wow, he can really hit. That's all he wants? All he wants is $1.7 million? I'll even give him an indispensable. Not just every day, because if that guy hits that well, and he's fast, I mean, that's just... Why would anyone get rid of him? I'll go to $2 million and see if we can maybe pick him up. Not going for Ramos. 31-year-old Coco Crisp is maybe a platoon guy. Maybe. It's a lot of money for a platoon guy. This guy is a definite, not great contact, but lots of power hitter. Not great plate discipline, so I'm not going to do that. Uribe is... He could actually be an infielder against lefties. He's decent enough to be that. I'll give him $1 million over 4 and indispensable AAA, but he's not going to sign with us for that. Oh, let's look at our minor league rosters. Okay, so we do have, I think, enough pitchers in our organization that we don't have to worry there. We still need to figure out who's going to actually get in our lineup against righties and lefties. He doesn't hit for... He doesn't hit for enough contact. I'm a little concerned. I'll give him an indispensable AAA and $500,000, but that's it. I'm not going to go any higher than that. Let's actually look at our position-wise. Relievers, we probably don't need another just because I'm assuming this Borland guy gets better than he is. Hopefully we can actually develop a reliever and we don't have to sign one. Oh, this is a dude who was on our team for a bit, I believe. Yeah, he's pitched for a bunch of years. He wants a lot more money than I want to offer him. Not worried about starters other than Udisline, who was on our team. We already have 5 Major League starters, plus Trombley in AAA, Blaylock in AA, who obviously that's not final, but we're fine on that stuff. Okay, right fielders. We really don't need a right fielder, so let's just see if any of these top guys are really good platoon options. Xavier Nady. 32 years old. I don't want to give him an everyday Major League contract, considering you didn't even play last year. I'll give you a AAA contract, that's for sure. Otherwise, I'm just not seeing anybody who's a great platoon option. Like, hitting for a lot of contact. Because that's what I want. I want guys who get on base a lot. Like, 380 on base percentage kind of guys. Is this guy supposed to be good? No, he's an average outfielder. Don't care. Okay, left field, we have Manzanillo, who is just a great contact hitter. 302 is low for him, if you ask me. Let's look and see if these guys have if there's anyone with really good platoons. Okay, Rodriguez. Nope, not gonna happen. Strange. Nah, no. Okay, Snare is interesting a little bit against righties. Especially since he wants a AAA contract. Great. That's kind of how we have to view these things. Okay, this is a guy who could hit lefties potentially, and he wants a AAA contract. I want to be able to pluck guys from AAA and then be like, oh, this guy can play lefties, this guy can play righties. Easy enough. That's just all I need to worry about. So, we're good in left field. Center field, yeah, against lefties I would like a center fielder, but these guys are too expensive for what they are, and there isn't anybody that good. This guy's not bad. I'll give him a look at least in AAA. Oh no, not a chance. Not a goddamn friggin' chance. Okay, this guy, center field infielder. Interesting combo. Yeah, AAA contract, sure. We're gonna have to trade some guys because we are going to sign a lot of dudes. Oh, this is my kind of platoon guy. Cannot hit righties to save his life, but man, can he hit lefties. This is a guy who I want to sign. Yeah, he's exactly who I'd want in my outfield against lefties only. And never hitting a righty if I can help it. So I think we're fine on center fielders. Let's look at shortstops. Okay, he can hit lefties a little, but he's probably too expensive because he's a major leaguer. This guy's pretty good. And he's a utility guy. Oh yeah, I'll take that for sure. Let's see, anybody with a good platoon. Okay, this guy can hit righties pretty well. And I'll give you an everyday AAA contract, because I'm not about to give you anything more than that. No, not so. David Eckstein, not a chance. Not at 36. No, thank you. That's the thing. A lot of these guys are just not good enough platoon guys where it's like, okay, he's fine, this guy. Not good enough for me to put him in my lineup, though, against any pitching. That's part of the problem. You have to be just like an echelon above to be able to get into our lineup. Mike Lamb, almost there, but he's 36. If he was 26, then I'd probably take a flyer on him, but not worth my time. Okay, this guy could play lefties potentially, but we don't need that at third base, I don't think. Okay, he can play the infield at least, so that's not as bad of an option. Decent player, but if he improves a little more against lefties, suddenly he could be a major league guy for us. Just waiting in in single A, great. O-Dog, no, too old. Okay, Jose Castillo. Ooh. Chase Utley can hit righties pretty well, actually, now. Wow. I'm not giving you that contract, Chase. And I'm not giving Jose Castillo anything similar either. No. I'm not even going to make him offers because it's not worth it for dudes who are on the decline. This guy is perfect for us. Klein, no. Okay. Danny Garcia's 70-48 against righties. Not that good, though. Can't play anywhere else. I want flexibility on my team. Not just, if he can hit a little. Yeah, we're too low there. Let's look at first baseman. Okay, can only play first base. Not a chance. 0 plate discipline. 300 batting average. 306 on base percentage. Dude ended up with a lot of years, Wilcox, in the league. We're not going to be the idiots that sign him. Okay, this guy can hit righties, which we really don't need. Weibel can play on every day, and DeFelice can play against righties and potentially lefties soon. But is Hernandez a AAA guy? Then sure. A minor league contract for these guys for cheap, and they turn out to be something, that's a value right there. I don't even know who that is, but no. You're 31. No, nothing. Okay, 39.82's no, he's 31. These guys are too old at this point. Okay, catchers. We really do need a catcher who can hit lefties. He can hit righties, great. Not lefties, though. We need someone who can hit lefties. Okay, this is the guy. This is the guy we want hitting against lefties, for sure. 78.57 I can live with. He wants a single-A contract, sign me up. Hutchins is worse than him. Wants an MLB contract, I'm not even going to make him an offer. He's gone from our organization. See you later. Catcher who can play the outfield. Wants a AAA deal, perfect. And then, no, you're too not enough contact, too much power. He's pretty solid. And I bet you he's going to be cheap. Yeah, single-A contract, great. Laird probably wants good money. Yeah, I'm not giving him an everyday deal. That's what it is. It's not even money. It's good rep, I guess, even, might be the better word. Smith might be a good to take a flyer on against lefties, just because if that becomes like a 75-45, not terrible. Not terrible at all. So let's do that, then. That's it for... Yeah, why not one more guy? What's the harm? What's the harm in signing a couple catchers? We need them. We don't have many in our organization. I think that's everyone we want to worry about. So we have 9 open spots, and we have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 offers. So we need to get rid of some dudes. We need to trade away guys for cheaper guys, or for guys like 3-for-1 trades. So what can we get with Hoyt Wilhelm? Who else do we want to cut from our team? Rogers is making $2.5 million to be a part-time player, and he's 30. We'll get rid of him too, and then not Alstrap because he's 1 year left actually. If we can get a really good like elite starter, I'd be willing to do this trade for an elite starter. But they have to be better than Ron Everett for sure. Formerly of our team. 32-year-old Johan Santana, if he's making 4 years at 9.7, that would be less money than what we're spending on those 3 guys combined. He is also Johan Santana. Wow, that guy's really good. Can I get him? I'd rather get him. Okay, then fine. I won't get him. He's probably not... Yeah, he's not going to be someone we want. How good is this dude? Yeah, we don't need a first baseman. What am I saying? Second baseman, though. Middle infielder who can hit. That'd be good. Bob Gibson's still pretty good. Yeah, no. How much is Oswalt's contract? No, I'll do just for Mendez. No, interesting. These teams are playing hardball with us. Because these are again platoon guys. I'm not getting a platoon guy. I mean, yes, he can play against righties and is really good, but what value is that for us? Miguel Cabrera is amazing and only 28. Fine. We wanted him, but not anymore. Jake Peavy's 30. No. Oh, this is why they're really good, because they have unbelievable hitters. Simon Tachi. No. Cram. No. Spoonie Barger. No. Not Mulder. Although, what were his stats like? 536, but in cores? Not terrible, but he's 34. Dude had 43 homers last year. What did their other dudes do? 41, 49? wonder they won 100-some games. 45? 34? I mean, did everyone on their team just 32 homers from 30? How many home runs did they hit? I swear they have like 10 dudes on that roster who had like 20, 30 homers last year. Good lord. Not getting the dudes at 36. Okay, 19. He's not that good of a hitter yet. I would like, if I'm gonna get that guy, I need at least one more somebody of value. Jimmy Rollins isn't gonna be it. Garcia isn't gonna be it. Guzman, no. It's gotta be, I mean, this guy can at least play against lefties for us, but they're probably on, okay, not expensive contracts. I don't want to just give up dudes for so little, and I want to do 3 for 1. That's the other thing. I want to do 3 for 1 because it's 3 for 1. Man, no one wants to take our best players. Some of our best players. Okay, well, we got a third baseman. We got Kawasaki. Great. How much money is he making? Perfect. That's cheap. He's cheap. He plays every day. We'll take it. Let's look at who else is making a lot of money and trade away these guys. Starters are one thing. Starting pitchers are one thing just because they can get expensive. I'm not as concerned. My concern would be if there's someone who's making like $2 million who's in AAA or something. Okay, Germano can get traded along with... I don't even know. What are you, 1 year, 9? Yeah, you can get traded too, 900 grand. Yeah, and Dennis Reyes as well. Let's just pick a random AA team and stop. How good is this Bynum guy supposed to be? Okay, can we get him? Great. Done. 3 for 1 trade. Executed. Let's see if there's anyone who's making way too much money in single A. Yeah, not really. Double A, anyone? That one dude obviously is not going to stay in double A. What's 800 grand? Yeah, no, 28-year-old can get out for 800 grand. 600 grand, same thing. If you take a little time, you can get rid of the expensive contracts on your minor league teams, and that saves you a little bit of money. It's like, let's be real here. Do I really need Matt Belisle, 31, making 700 grand, or this guy 800 grand, who I just signed? No, I really don't. Oh, let's see, Jay Luther. No, okay. He was a top 5 pick. If I can get him, though, I wouldn't hate that for AAA. So let's see if we can actually give up someone who has a little value, but not to us, necessarily. Like Zerby probably is a decent option. Great, so that's another 3 for 1. A Sheffield. Another catcher. Yeah, why not? Why not? We should probably look at some pitchers as well, just to be safe for some of these 3 for 1s. So Howard, who else is making way too much money? You have 1 year, 700 grand, bye-bye. Yeah, especially if they have 1 year remaining and it's like they may want a major league deal or something. Just cut them. No need to worry about it. Just get rid of them. Don't cut them because you have to pay them a lot more money, but I don't want to do that. So, is this guy any good? Actually, maybe. Same with Boca Chica. And then McDonald's close to being good. And then Brisson is... Yeah, I could get rid of him. Great, we just saved like $2 million too. So let's look. We are now down to 83. I think that's good. We're not going to sign everybody we made offers to. We know this. But we did just sign 4 guys. Well, Udisland, we're going to have to make another offer to. We signed Ricardo Snare. Okay, Izquierdo rejected our offer. And then 3 catchers we signed. Awesome. So let's keep going through this off-season here and think things through. So Udisline, I'll do exactly what he wants. Face value, $4 million, 3 years, ace. Something tells me we're not going to sign him. Which is sad because he was with our team for like 6 years. I mean, what we could do is after he signs somewhere else for more, we could then trade stuff for him. I don't know that I'd want to do that. Uribe will probably go somewhere else. So let's just advance to next week. We are going to need to get more pitching. 34 pitchers is not enough for our organization. We're up to 93. Okay, considering we got a right fielder who had 37 home runs last year, and he cost us $2 million. That's a pretty good deal. I'll take it. Nady rejected that. I knew was going to happen. other guys, a couple infielders and such. So let's make sure, though, that we have... Let's see, how many considering do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have 7 open spots. Let's do one more week and see what happens. Hopefully we did... I don't think we're going to sign any pitchers. We didn't. He's still considering. He's still considering. Neither of them are going to sign with us. 8.3 million? They can have him. I'm not offering him more than half of that. It's not even... Yeah, that's not going to happen. Neither of those guys are going to stay with us. He may come to us, so that's 1. So we would have to get rid of guys to sign pitchers, which I'm assuming we will have to sign because right now they have 9, they have 7, and they have 12. 12 is plenty in single A. That's not an issue. I definitely need more than 7 in Double A, and I need at least 1 or 2 more in Triple A. And then we have 6 pitchers at the major league level, so we're going to have to sign some minor league relievers. Actually, I probably should sign Conrad, because why not? I need a reliever. I need a couple of relievers, actually, for my bullpen to replace what Hoyt Wilhelm was. This guy's not that good. Why does he want so much money? He has a terrible changeup. He's not that good. Why does he want so much money? Whatever. I'll live with it. He's 27 and was really bad. He's been bad. What in the world? This guy wants a Who are these guys that just want Major League relief contracts? I don't get it. I'm just going all the way down. Here, this guy. AAA relief. Great, take it. Scott Schoenweiss. Oh, I'm not giving him $1 million for that, though. Great. AA relief? Sure. No way. No. Again, who are these guys who think that they can get Major League relief pitching offers? So we're going to have to get rid of some hitters. That's for sure. And maybe trade for a couple pitchers just to be safe. Sure, that's like 3 or 4 dudes who are relief pitchers for AA. Realistically, we should get a couple of minor league starters just because we're going to need a couple of them to be major league starters soon. So let's, maybe there's a guy who's like a really good starter for a AA team that was like an early draft pick that we missed. No, Aaron Cook's a legit player. No, he's a shortstop, not a starting pitcher. Okay, this guy's a starting pitcher who's 19. Not terrible. All the dependable tools, fine. That's fine by me. We just need to get rid of 3 players in order to get him. So let's get rid of whoever's in single A making too much money. That is not a pitcher. Okay, they're all making $100,000, so never mind. Double A. So Double A, we want to get rid of position players who are making too much money and who aren't very good. $100,000 is $100,000. I'm not going to be concerned there. $200,000. Whatever. $300,000 for a 27-year-old catcher who didn't even play much last year. We just signed how many catchers? You're gone. Okay, we are keeping all of our pitchers because we need pitchers. He signed for $100,000. He's not very good either. And then maybe one more player who is making too much money. If anybody in the chat wants to shout out someone who they want to see us get rid of, go right ahead. Okay, this guy's making $600,000. He's in Double A. Yes, he's a utility guy, but screw it. Oh, never mind. We actually have to get someone better to get rid of. 26? Nope. I'm gonna need to... We'll figure out our whole rosters and stuff, that situation at another point. This guy's 24. Can he hit something that well? Not particularly. I know I just signed him probably. But he's only $100,000. I want to actually get rid of someone who makes too much money and who isn't a pitcher. McKnight? He can kind of hit righties. He can't really hit anyone, so bye-bye. Oh, come on. What do I have to do to get a starting pitcher out of you? Maybe someone in AAA who's not that good? Okay, 28. I don't care. Great. Oh my god, wait, he's making more than our dudes, and they rejected it anyway. Wow. Just need some pitching. where's a starting pitcher? They don't have one there. Okay, single A. Single A starting pitcher. There has to be one who's decent for them. Not really, so we're going to go to a different organization entirely then. Okay, 18 years old, starting pitcher, great. Done. That's easy enough. We need to do a couple more of these just so that we can keep our limits correct. So let's look at some AAA guys who we'd want to get rid of. Not pitchers, because we need more pitching in our organization. We just don't have enough bodies right now. This guy's going to be playing in the majors. Okay, you are 19, so no. Not getting rid of 19-year-olds. I'm not getting rid of teenagers. I'll get rid of this guy. Yeah, he's close to being okay. Him I'll get rid of as well. Yeah, 600 grand and 400 grand, sure. And then one other guy we need to get rid of. Maybe a major league guy, actually, who's a position player without a real position for us. How good are you? Okay, he's not bad against lefties. We've had him for a while, and what's he wanting? He's $1 million. He's not going to get any better than he was last year, and he only plays against righties. I'm not sure that we need to keep him because he doesn't have much plate discipline anyway. And I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough sell with him just because his plate discipline is so bad. I mean, these catchers, do I want to get rid of one of them? Like him? What's he on? 300,000 every day? I mean, maybe one of these catchers? Is one of them really that good or that bad? I mean, D'Honor's staying with us because Dioner Navarro's great. Yeah, I'll get rid of him. So let's find another pitcher. Hopefully, once again, a starter here. 19, okay, great. 19-year-old starter, has tools, great. Awesome. So now we're at 94. We have 1, 2, I'm not actually going to count them. Let's see, who do we have? We have one guy there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7. I doubt that all of those relievers are going to actually accept, especially right now. Let's see. 2 of them, including a pitcher. 9.8 million. This is a guy who we could have gotten for 4 million, but I screwed it up. He's also 27. He's got a lot of experience, but he's not that good. 9.8. That's insane money. Oh, one of the relievers accepted, so we still have 5 offers out to relievers and 4 open roster spots. Let's advance next week and see where we're at. We're at 99. We now have 40 pitchers. 2 years, 9.8 million with the Marlins. You can have him. Go right ahead. And you know what? Take Juan Uribe there if you want to, Boston. I'm not gonna... No thanks. That's way more money than I would want to spend on any of these guys. Okay, Chacon rejected the offer. Alright, so we have one guy left who's a pitcher. We are in decent shape in terms of just numbers-wise. Negotiations proceeding. Oh, we signed him. Great. Free agent signing is over. We have a rotation that's going to need a couple dudes in it. That's for sure. 3 and 4 are gone. We have Beimel still, who's amazing, but we traded away Hoyt Wilhelm. We still have some good relievers. It's going to be a weird one this year. But yes, we're done. Auto-finishing signed free agents. Something tells me Xavier Nady's ending up somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, staff contracts. This should be easy. I don't know that anyone's actually up. Oh, one guy is. Our MLB scout. Yeah, I'll just give him the money because who cares? You cannot upgrade your staff in this game at all. Like, I can release this guy right now. And watch, he's still significantly better than anyone else. So, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Is our guy better? Yeah, our guy's still better. Not by much, but he's still better. Our worst guys are still better than anyone who's ever a free agent. So it's like, how can you... Think about it. Like, I mean, our minors pitching coach, still better. Great. You can't upgrade your staff. There's just no way. And I mean, I don't know how long this Anderson guy is going to be our manager, but I will spend the money on him because he's that good of a manager for us to keep him for as long as it is. Yeah, we're done with that. Start spring training. Yay, we made it. It's March 4th of 2012. Remember, this is the year that the world was going to end. God, we have a lot of starting pitchers here. That is for sure. And Crawford is for some reason a long reliever. Okay. I'll figure out our lineups and things and optimize. I'm just going to optimize, go through spring training. I don't really care about that. Oh, yeah. I do want to do one thing with payroll. Anybody who wants the exact same amount of money that they're already making can have it. Anyone who wants a raise, that's going to be a tougher sell. Or something like that. Like a major leaguer who wants something crazy like that. You're not getting that. You're not getting an everyday MLB contract. Okay, you want 200 grand more? No, I'm going to wait for that. If they only want 100 grand, I'll give them, you know... Okay, he wants exactly what he's at. Great. Sure. I'm fine giving guys the exact same amount of money that they have. Not as concerned there. You have 200 grand? Great. Because that way I just get them for the extra years and I don't have to do this later on when it gets annoying at the end of the season. It's like, who cares about these guys? I mean, I really don't. Do you? That's a callback. Double A spot starter? Sure. Oh, shoot. I think he was only making 100 grand. Whatever. 100 grand over the course of the season isn't going to kill me. So let's, first off, let's save our owner mode just to make sure here that everything saves properly. Then we will sim through spring training, and then we will go into the regular season, hopefully unlock all of the awesome secret stuff, and then that'll be good if we can do that. You know, unlocking that secret stuff, that's something that I don't think most people know about who've played this game over the years, and I also don't know that it's something that many people have ever really seen documented, because it hasn't. Let's just make sure that I'm not crazy here. 40-15, great. And I don't think I can, do promotional days or anything. We are close, so we have everything is done on our scoreboard and seating capacity. We have one more level of home run celebrations. We did lighting banks as well. 2 more levels of the ads and logos, and 2 more levels of a restaurant. So we're close. We're probably going to get there. I mean, 7-8 years to have done it, that's pretty good. To be able to have gone from making no money to making an obscene amount every year and upgrading everything, that's pretty quick for the turnaround. I don't know how long it would actually take, but yeah. By the way, fun fact, Cleveland hasn't been in the Grapefruit League in 12, 13 years now. I think 08 was their last year in Winter Haven. I visited, actually, that year. I went to a few games. It was a dump of a park chain of lakes, partly because they knew they were leaving, so who was going to put in more money? No one. I don't think we're going to be as good as last season, but I think our hitting is going to be better, and I think our pitching is going to be worse. Okay, auto fix. I really don't care. It's spring training. Unfortunately, that one dude's going to still be suspended for a few games once we get back to things. But I don't know that he's going to make Major League roster anyway. So let's go to begin next season. Let's look at all of the player progression. This is always one of my most favorite things to look at. Okay, our best player is still Weibel, who is still amazing. And he's still really cheap, so that's good. Greinke got better, though his slider and curveball got worse. He's our ace at this point. Kawasaki, who we just traded for, got better. That's good. He's only 27, too. Oof, Canadians fan 90. Oof. I know, this game is so dated sometimes. Just, I mean, time's passed. Beimel's still a reliever, interesting enough. He's still unbelievably good. I mean, he's got to be one of the best relievers in baseball, and I will spend whatever money it is to keep him on our team and to keep him happy. Manzanillo can maybe hitting for a little more power this year. That'll be great. A little faster, too. DeFelice, still probably not good enough to play against lefties, but he's elite against righties. Lee is playing every day, everywhere. Somehow got worse. I'm not sure how or where, but he's still a really good hitter who's not expensive. Willie Moe, definite everyday player at this point, for sure. Glenn Luther probably going to be good enough to play this season despite the fact that his career numbers are not bad, actually, after last season. He's only 22. Sweeney got better, but he's still only a part-time player. Navarro's still part-time. De Jesus got worse, hitting for less power against righties, which is the only reason we even have him. So I would not be surprised if he ends up gone after this season, because he's 32. We'll see what he wants. Okay, Conrad got worse, which is not what I want to see from a 27-year-old relief pitcher. Trombley got worse. He's 25. I don't want to see a 25-year-old who's supposed to be in my rotation getting worse. Although he may not, since, we have other dudes who seem to be better than him. Hughes got better. That's good. Borland, okay. Burek may be good enough to play in the majors. We'll see. The problem is he's a catcher who can't... Oh, he can play the outfield. So that may give him a shot at actually making the major league roster. Boca Chica, not so bad, but probably not good enough to make the majors. Park's only 19, so that's good that he already is almost good enough to be a major leaguer against lefties. Crawford got better, but he's pretty low down in terms of a reliever. I mean, I'll still have him on the team, but yeah. Jerome McKinley, maybe against lefties. Moeller, unclear. It's just all unclear. Like, Hernandez is probably good enough to play against righties in the majors. I'm just not sure. As we pass the 1 hour mark on the stream, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. We are going to get through everything and unlock the secret stuff here very shortly. This is what I was scared about with Luis. He got worse finally, although he got faster for some reason at 32. He may still be good enough to play against righties. We'll see. He's probably my catcher against lefties, but it's not good when your 25-year-old catcher gets worse. I'm going to have to figure out a lot of things in terms of all these platoons. But at the very least, I think we know that we have enough guys for quality platoons at pretty much every position. Okay, we have $4,800 to spend on promotional stuff. Great. Let's do CPU optimize first off. Now we can start actually calling up and sending down guys who we want. Like Christman. He's definitely on the team. And Sheffield is definitely not. Pichardo is probably not good enough just as a catcher. Hernandez is definitely on the team in the majors. Park, definitely not. What is with this team putting in these 19-year-olds who have no business sniffing the majors right now? Let's see, who else goes down? Boca Chica, definitely. And let's see, how many starting pitchers do we have and how many relievers? 3, 4, 5, 6 starters, which is fine, but I'm wondering if Trombley may go down and somebody better can come up who's a starter. Okay, really not really. Wow, we are not deep at certain positions. Like, really not deep. Trombley's staying. Maybe a reliever goes down? No, I think 4 relievers is not many. We only have 10 pitchers in the majors. So we're going to have to figure out who of our hitters is going to go up or down. He's every day, he's every day. He's against righties, he's every day, every day. I may not actually have that many platoons this season. I mean, we have a lot of really good players, but I just don't know. I mean, we have a lot of guys who are just playing every single day. I think one of our catchers has to go down, and I think that's going to be Burek. And whoever is our best hitter against lefties, I want to say, will come up. Who that is, it will be none of them. Luis is not good enough. I'm actually going to dump Luis down to Double-A because I think Double-A has the dude who can really hit. Lawrence got worse. Hey, remember when I said, hey, this guy may not be that good? Yeah, he went from major leaguer to Double-A guy over the course of a season. And he did well in the majors, too. It's got to be somebody who can hit lefties down here, right? Was it Single-A, maybe? No way. No way I'm calling up a dude from Single-A. 5784. Ooh. Against lefties, that's my kind of dude. It's my kind of dude. Yeah, it's not... I thought it was a Double-A guy. Maybe it's not. Because definitely Luis is not on the team. I mean, maybe it's Chantress, I guess? 7268 is a little better than that for Boca Chica. But at that point, I might as well take a Marte because he's better than both. So, either Marte or Pichardo. I'll go with Marte just because he can play the infield. Let's figure out our rotation and figure out our everything else. So Greinke, Willis, Luther, Grosecki, and Tremblay. Crawford is our closer because he is. Conrad and Borland can both be setup guys with Beimel as the only middle reliever. Beimel should throw 200 innings and be amazing because that's what he's been for almost a decade now. And then so we have two guys named Luther. One is much better than the other. And God, we're screwed if one of our starters really just lays an egg, or two of them even. That's going to be a problem. So we're fine there. Batting order. This is where we need to figure things out. So against righties, who's in the lineup that shouldn't be? Okay, we need a second baseman against... Oh my god, I forgot that Diana Navarro needs to be in the lineup. Duh. Okay, DeJesus is the DH? What? And Willie Mo in center? That's not happening. That's definitely not happening. Willie Mo will be the DH, and DeJesus will be in center because Willie Mo's not that good of a fielder and DeJesus is better? Actually, no. DeJesus is a worse fielder than Willie Mo. Alrighty. Then Willie Mo's our center fielder. I wasn't expecting that turn of events. Okay, wait, no. Manzanello can be our center fielder, and Willie Mo can be in left. Let's do that instead. That's probably a little smarter. Okay. Shortstop who can play anywhere. That's fine. Okay, Sweeney is a third baseman by trade. Kawasaki is a third baseman who can only play third. Do we get rid of DeJesus now? I know he's an elite hitter, but the flexibility that we need of somebody who can play, second base and shortstop, we just don't have that against righties right now. It's actually surprising. I mean, who would be the best hitter? DeFelice, who did play second base last year and actually was really good, so I'm fine with him there. 8151, is there anyone... Okay, he is better. I just don't know that I want a third baseman playing shortstop for us. Unless if one of these guys is that good of a fielder, then I can kind of figure it out. I'll put Sweeney in at shortstop. We'll live with it. Whatever the fielding is, our middle infielders will kind of be a mess, but it'll be okay, I think. So let's reorder this lineup now based on who we want hitting where. Kawasaki is a 99 speed guy, so I think that actually makes sense to have him as our leadoff hitter. Weibel second, great. Willie Mo third, I think makes sense. Then Lee, DeJesus, Sweeney. DeFelice is really good too. They're all really good. I'm just thinking. If anyone, by the way, if any of you in the chat want to come up with a lineup suggestion, please tell me. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go here. I think, DeHonor goes there. And then suddenly we have, how many 100s in our lineup? We have 4 100 contact guys against righties. 4 of them against righties. Against lefties, I have to just pick someone for second base. That's fine. It's whoever, because it doesn't matter there. Let me just pick it for this lineup, too, so I don't forget. Okay, now against lefties. Our lineup's going to be a little different. We have 2 guys who are 100-100s against lefties, so that's a little scary. DeJesus is not going to play against lefties for obvious reasons. Sweeney's not going to be the catcher there. No, Christman is. So we technically kind of have 3 catchers on our roster since Sweeney's backup position is catcher. So that's fine. Against lefties, we're actually not nearly as good as I thought we would be. I almost need to see who our best guys in the minors are, because I think Hernandez is probably not good enough. It's going to be DeFelice probably, which is fine, but I think we can do a little better. Who can hit lefties well? Anyone? Chantress can, but he's an outfielder. realistically, I think we need to trade someone who can hit righties for someone who can hit lefties, which is kind of crazy. I really thought that we had nailed the lefty lineup enough. And we have from 1 to 6 or 7. Because De Jesus should not be playing every day. I'm sorry. Marte's 71, 72. Yeah, we're gonna go on the trade market here. Leave screen anyway. Let's find some guys who can hit lefties really well, and maybe not actually guys who can hit righties. Like, they're only good against lefties. Like, oh, Dollentap would be perfect. He's probably on an everyday deal, though. He's too good. That's the trouble. We need someone who's not that good against... Okay, righties. We don't really need a first baseman or left fielder. That's the thing. We need... Oh, Robin Yount would be perfect. Center field, shortstop, great. Yeah, he can field well. He's probably going to be pricey, I'm betting, though. I do want to get rid of De Jesus. Okay, 4.1's not terrible with 4 years. Let's see what we can do here. Who can we get rid of that's not actually going to be that good for us anyway? This Sheffield guy's only 19, so not him. Okay, 26, no, he's not terrible. I think the Luis Gonzalez era has come to an end with our organization. Okay, I guess it's gonna be Luis and someone else leaving too. Not you. Not you. I mean, look, if I'm not gonna call up Chantress at the age of 30, I need to cut him. I need to get rid of him. Great. Robin Yount is someone who will call up. So that fixes one guy against lefties. We still need to get at least one more guy who can hit lefties well. And I'm willing to get rid of Hernandez for him because it's clear that Hernandez isn't someone... Actually, no, he's really cheap. No, I'm not getting rid of 200 grand. 200 grand can go in the minors. We do need to get rid of somebody, though, who... I mean, I don't want to get rid of another reliever. I really think De Jesus is the odd man out, which is crazy to think. We just need someone who can hit lefties really well and maybe not hit righties that well. I mean, if they hit righties well, great. Like this guy, he can hit righties really well. Don't need him. Need someone who can hit lefties. I know it's a tough ask, and I realize lefties are not as important as righties, but I'm just saying, we'd like to get a little more, a little better of a lineup so that if a team throws 2 or 3 lefties at us, we're not kind of flailing. We should be able to get somebody of value. See, Kiner's another one. This guy's really good against everyone, but I don't need that. Again, I don't need that kind of a hitter. Okay, this is someone I could get behind. Yeah, I'd do this. Okay, I need to get a little more in that trade. Yount is... I know 4 years sucks. Oh, it's MLB indispensable? Okay, can I trade him? And I'm going to try again for someone else. Oh, they don't want that one? Okay, I have to sweeten the pot a little more. Who is old? Okay, you're 26. Actually, let's see who's old in Double-A. Because if you're like 27 and not making our Triple-A team, you're not going to make our Major League team. Oh, let me trade away the right fielder, Lawrence. Great, we got him. Okay, that's good. So we also got the 8.1 million or whatever, 4.1 that what's his name was making. It was so much money. Can K-Line hit lefties well? Okay, but he's probably too expensive. That's the trouble. Those guys are old and making an obscene amount of money that we don't want to pay them. I just need someone who can hit lefties. I mean, is it gonna be Jorge Cantu coming back home? Sort of back home? 79.66 is good enough to probably make our team. Let's see, you're 26, but you can play the whole infield. Okay, you're 26-year-old catcher in Double-A. Not going to worry about it. Okay, you can go. Great. Okay, so now let's make some call-ups, and then we will figure out other stuff. So, Cantu and Chef both come up, along with... My God, they have so many catchers in Triple-A. It's hilarious. Okay. Is that it? Were those the only guys I got for... Were those the only 2 that I really did? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, pitching rotation. Same as it was before. Batting order. We need a DH against righties. Oh no, what can we do? It's not like we have tons of really good hitters against right-handed pitching. Literally everywhere in our organization. freaking god, 78-66 is just in AAA, a 77-72. And guess what? We have better guys than that in our on the major league roster. Hernandez is cheap, and he can DH, so that'll be fine. Although I wonder, could I move someone in at second base against righties? What is he? AA every day. Perfect. That's exactly the type of contract I want for this guy. Awesome. No, you're not good enough there. He can play at least first and third, which makes me think that he may be a decent option to play second. Or short? Okay, 70, 75, 70, 70. 50 fielding. 50 fielding's probably not... Yeah, he's definitely better for shortstop. Okay, so it's either 81, 51... Okay, 85, 56 is better, so let's then bump up you, and that's fine. Great. Okay, now against lefties. Let's figure out our lineup against lefties. Obviously, the top 4 is fine. The top potentially 5 or 6, fine. It's down here where I'm a little less enthused. Okay, this guy's definitely good enough, and he's a second baseman, so perfect there. And then Cantu can play second or third. He's a 79-66. Is that better than Hughes? It is better than Hughes. Let's put Cantu then. Actually, maybe not. Is Sheth a good fielder? Okay, Sheth is going to play shortstop then. And the DH will be DeFelice because he's the best hitter left against lefties. Yeah, I think that's an obvious choice. Great. So Marte doesn't play against anyone, and I don't think Hughes does either. But let's figure out the order then. Kawasaki's still fine leading off against lefties. Weibel, Willie Moe, 100s across the board, so yeah, they're good there. Sheth can probably go 5th in that lineup. Yeah, 90-81's pretty good. And anyone fast? Not really. So Manzanillo can hit 9th because he's still an amazing hitter. And then Cantu will hit 8th. And now I don't hate the lineup against righties or against lefties as much anymore. So that's good. Now we have to fill in everybody for AAA. Part of me wants to just do the CPU optimized for the minors, and that's what I'm going to do, because I don't have the time or the wherewithal to deal with setting all of the minor league lineups. I just don't care enough. Luckily, that's all fine. Pitching-wise, we're good. Let's just make sure that everybody has 5 starters at least, give or take. Yeah, they have a lot of pitchers in... Okay, as long as AA and AAA have enough guys, I'm not too concerned, like pitching-wise. I do want to make sure, though, that anyone who's listed as a starter is a long reliever, not a middle reliever, which happens at times. See, they have 1 starting pitcher, 1 official starter in single A. I'm also not putting the dude with a 26 stamina in the rotation. That's just not happening. That's one thing I'm not going to let the game decide. And then they have 6 starters here in single A, or in AA rather, so that's fine. And then AAA has 7. That's fine there. Looks good to me. A lot of relievers with a lot of stamina, which doesn't do a ton of good for them, but I suppose you'll do what you do, I guess. As long as these 2 guys are solid, I'll live. Like, as long as they're like 3-something ERA guys, I'm not going to have any issues. What's going to concern me is if Beimel has a bad season, or if they both are bad, and Luther and a couple starters, because we are not deep like we have been in years past. We don't have anyone disabled list. Oh, Blaylock. Okay, so we have another starter. I totally forgot that we had another starter. Blaylock. So we can actually send down a pitcher and call up another hitter if we want. Potentially. Let's just advance to next day. I unfortunately don't have any money for anything, like for promotional days right now. So daily finances, we are losing a large amount of money every day. Okay, I was worried they were going to say, oh, you changed the payroll too much. We need to evaluate some things. So So let's sim a few times. Once that suspension is over, we can manually edit. I need to figure out who our actual 5 best starters are. And the answer is Blaylock, and then Trombley, then Luther. So I'm thinking Blaylock gets the 5th spot in the rotation. Trombley goes to the bullpen, and Luther goes to AAA. I like that idea. Although actually, screw it. We don't need more dudes in our lineup right now. We don't need to worry about stuff. We're friggin' 3-1 starting off. We're fine. By the way, we're gonna be very in debt when we get to the home opener here. Like, close to 10 million in debt, which is not good. Not good at all. Oh, well, this is why we have 7 starters. Okay, let's figure out who's going to take that spot, which will be Blaylock, because it's definitely not going to be the guy with an 81 ERA. I believe that's 3 runs and getting 1/3 of it, like one out. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. And why is he pitching so much? Why does he have 7 2/3 yet he only has 3 innings? I don't get how they do stuff sometimes in this game. So that's fine. I guess since he's out for 15 days, we might as well put him on the disabled list. Oh, that's a concussion? Eesh. Minor concussion, only 2 weeks? Man, 9 innings. It's pretty good. Let's call someone up because we have to. And I think it's going to be one of the 5 catchers that are in AAA. Which one will it be? Probably, Alcantara, probably? I think he's 78, 66. Yeah, 77, 72 is probably the best of them. Oh, actually, Pichardo's pretty good against lefties. Do we really need to worry about that? Not particularly, but I'm thinking that's probably our best option. Just call up Pichardo. He's a catcher, whatever. He's not going to play anyway, so not concerned. Let's sim to our first homestand, and then we'll kind of evaluate. Nothing I can do with the phone. I don't know why they have it say the names or why the base is in here. So we're 6-3, which is good. We're also $8.2 million in debt. Yay! We'll make a lot of it back pretty quickly. Blaylock hasn't pitched yet. Okay. Luther hasn't pitched since then. Okay, Bimel's pitching a lot more, which is good. And our bullpen's been great, which is what we want to see. Everything else seems mostly fine. 17th in pitching, 2nd in hitting. Alrighty. Let's, oh, see, change in media / sponsorship. I knew it was going to happen. Let's see. What's our media / sponsorship going to be right now? Team finances, daily finances. 140,000? It's less? We're losing more money now. What changed? Just, like, I don't think our payroll's that low. Let me look. Team finances, income statement. Okay, actually, our team payroll is about $15 million lower than what it was last year, so never mind. Never mind. You know, so let's sim through these, because there's nothing we can do other than hope that maybe we make back a couple million. Taguchi's a minor league guy. Oh, cool. Rain out. Whatever. Oh, that's a 2nd suspension. The dude's like 18 years old. Hey, at least he's down to 23 for his ERA. So we now have 2 starters missing. Cool. Just awesome. What is happening with our team right now? I mean, we're not doing that poorly. We're in the lead in the division, but good lord. So we have one dude who's out for another 8 days. This guy's gotten suspended now twice, and he's 19. He was just drafted. Mind you, he's 19 years old. Top 100 prospect. Top 100 hothead, I'll tell you that much. Because, my God, 19 years old, and to be like, yeah, I'm going to get suspended 6 games in spring training, that's going to carry over to the start of the regular season, and then in my first start, I'm going to get suspended 5 more games. Why? That's not a dude on our major league team, I don't think. Our team chemistry will improve. Dudes will figure things out. Another rain out. Wow. That's 2. I'm surprised they didn't say snow outs. 3! That's a minor league guy as far as I know. Okay, we're 11-4. I'm not as concerned. And look at the double headers. Killing it. We swept our double headers, both of them. That's great. 11-4 in April's pretty good so far. See, we're only 2 million in the hole now, so that's good. Let me actually look and see if our pricing's too low for anything. Actually a little too low maybe for the field boxes. And then concessions, if anything's selling more than 50%. Okay, that's 50 cents higher. Everything else is fine. And then store pricing. Okay, up by 10, up by 20. I literally can only go $10 higher than that. Yeah, if things are selling that much, I up them twice. Otherwise, I just up them once. I can't be bleeding people dry because then they really won't be happy with me. They need to feel like they're actually getting a deal coming here. So now, we will make money pretty soon. We still need to figure out a couple things, like... Oy vey, this is not good for us. This is going to be a trying year for me as just a fan of not chaos. Okay, Blaylock's back, great. He's in for Luther, because Luther, his ERA is down to 13.50, so that's promising. The rest of our pitchers are pitching really well. Okay, maybe not Borland, but the rest of them are. Yeah, happy, pleased with their contracts. We'll know in like a month if we need to put anyone on the trading block just because they're all pissy about stuff. Like their contract or something. Or their playing time, whatever the hell they want to be pissy about. Let's look at the standings really quickly. I just want to see the detailed standings to see where we're at. So we're in second place, but we have scored a lot of runs and not allowed that many. So I think we may actually be okay. Weirdly enough. Let's sim through and then we'll get back a player and we'll send down that one catcher. That's a minor league guy as far as I know. I can't remember all the names of the major leaguers anymore. Okay, fix manually. Perfect. So let's send down someone. Probably Pichardo, who didn't play. Great. And then we will go to disabled list. If I can click the right thing. There we go. Move to bench. Glenn Allen gets back in the rotation. And Blaylock never even really got a full start in because he was a hothead. Cool. So this guy was our 6th starter. This guy was in AAA last season. He was our 5th starter, and then 1 and 2 at least are the same. And I got rid of one of our best relievers. We are definitely having a good season on the cheap. We're 3rd in pitching, 4th in hitting. So yeah, we should be... Wow, Chicago's really good. Is Chicago supposed to be that good? Whatever, we're just going to go through... Okay, I see these long homestands, so let's actually go through that... Actually, we'll go through the first Yankees home series, adjust prices, and then go through the second one. At that point, we'll probably be in the green enough to be able to buy an upgrade. I don't know which one. We'll find out. I assume that's minors. Oh, it is minors. Ugh, I hate when I do stuff like that. I don't want to waste time doing minor league crap. Wish I could just, have a delegator who just handled that stuff, but didn't, totally mess things up for my major league team when stuff happened. If I could just not get notified for that. Ooh, that's not good. 92 days. I don't think that's a major league guy, though. So we're fine. I mean, we're doing really well. 17-6 is an awesome start. That's better than our start last season, and we won 101 games. And the division handily. But yeah, as you can see, our minor league team's not as good. Not doing as hot. Okay, don't care. Don't care. So we went 18-7 in April, which is pretty good. So let's see. Are we in the green yet? We are, barely. So actually, that allows us some good things to do. We can up the prices of every single ticket type, no doubt, and up the price of concessions for sure. Anything that sells at least 50% gets upped by 50 cents. That's good. I mean, we almost sold out. We can 65,000 fans we can get. And then hopefully by the end of the next homestand, we're gonna be close to getting that secret stuff here. after the next homestand. My guess is that it will take probably till maybe the All-Star break. Potentially a little bit longer than that. It just depends on how well people like these things. Let's do some promotional days for games that don't matter. Like, apparently the Yankees are a 3 out of 10? What? Honestly, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing promotional days. I'm going to keep the money. I'm not spending any money on promotional days right now. We're going to sim through the next homestand and hopefully have enough to buy an upgrade. We only have like 4 left to go. Then we unlock the secret stuff. So let's sim through where we were. Hopefully not just collapse. Yeah, we're not going to. That's good. And look, our team chemistry's a little higher. We're about to find out, though, who's pissed after this simulation. We'll see who's pissed on our team, and then we will put a couple guys on the trading block. Not that we'll actually trade them, but they get a little happier when they're on the trading block, which is good for everyone. And we're not doing great right now. Since I started this sim, we've started at 13 above 500. Now we're only 9 above. Not great. 8 above. Ooh, not good. This is bad. This is not good at all. Okay, that's good at least. At least our owner rating's an A+. That's great. Not sure what could make it much worse, though. 8 and 11 so far. This is not a good May. Yeah, we're not even leading the division now. Let's figure out pricing here. Okay, pricing is fine. We have 11 million. Let's just see. I just want to adjust prices. 11 million is enough for... Yeah, everything's fine price-wise. For us to buy something. Which upgrade? Let's see. So that's 7.5 for the expanded restaurant. Home run celebrations is 5 million. And it's 4 million for the welcome on top of dugouts. Let's do those... Okay, we did scoreboard, we did seating. Let's do home run celebrations, the super combo display. And then lighting banks are all done. We have 6 million, so let's do the welcome on top of dugouts. And then I will spend a little bit of money on promotional days for these games that clearly aren't that big of draws. So I will just give out, you know, it's still May. People can take their magnetic schedules. Why not? And then what else is not that expensive? 20,000 keychains! Yay! I know I would want a free keychain. Just don't give them to kids. They're a choking hazard, probably. And then we'll give away 20,000 toy figures. That's fine. Done. Surprisingly, you can only give out up to 20,000 of stuff, even though our stadium seats 65,000. That's a lot. So let's look now. Okay. Grisecki, not great. Luther and Blaylock, definitely not great. Beimel is awesome, because he is. Crawford's not happy. He's content with his playing time. Okay. Let's actually go to trading block and see who's not happy. Content. As long as they're content, I'll live with it. Let's see. Does that make them happier? No. So that's why. Honestly, I'm just looking at the smiley faces now, because it really doesn't matter. Okay, you aren't happier that way. You aren't happier that way. Okay, good. We actually have a really, like, happy team. That's what we want to see. How are guys hitting? Anybody with some crazy numbers? 37 RBIs? We've only played, like, 30 games. Like, a month and a half into the season, he has 37 ribbies. Wow. Wow. He's good. He's really good. In case you didn't know that... anyone else interesting? Navarro's in 376, 487, 581. Wow. I mean, he only plays against righties, so that's probably good. Manzanillo needs to step it up. He should be hitting better than he is. And then anyone who plays against lefties, anything interesting? Sheth playing well. Not great, but he's our catcher. I'll live with it for now. Cantu, that's a good pickup that we got for cheap. DeFelice is playing every day and hitting well, and then yeah, that's about it then. Hughes has played a little. Hernandez, oh yeah, he's in against righties. Pretty good. And then Marte has not gotten a hit. He's played in 1 game this season. Wonderful. So let's keep moving, and hopefully we can make some more money. I'm thinking we'll go through the White Sox series. We may be at 5 million by then. May is the operative word there. Don't care. Don't care. Yeah, our minor league teams aren't very good this year. They're whatever. It's sometimes, you know, we'll be fine. We aren't spending a ton of money. We're trying to unlock the secret stuff. We're going to get there. We're not going to get there by giving friggin', you know, $3 million contracts to AAA guys. We're just not. Plus, do we really care about the AAA championship? No, we don't. We care about winning World Series. And that's what we're doing. Okay, 14 days. That's enough for me to have to put someone else in center field. Okay, Sheth can play right field, but actually Hughes is the next best option, and he can play anywhere. So perfect. He's gonna center field. It doesn't really matter who I put there because everyone has a DH, so no one's gonna see that lineup ever. And then left field again will be, oh yeah, not him. Yeek. That's who's gonna play left field against lefties. Yeek. Actually, let's leave the screen. Let's put him on the disabled list for 15 days because his injury's 14 days. Hopefully he'll hit better after the injury. And we'll call up someone who can play the outfield and hit lefties. So, who can play the outfield and hit lefties? Not you. Nope. Boca Chica's not a bad option. Moeller can't hit for any power against them. He's not that fast, but he's not... Maybe Moeller? It's between Moeller and Burek. Burek is a 65-70. That's definitely better. So Burek comes up. We'll deal with AAA's batting order in a second. So Burek will play left field, which is fine. He'll hit ninth against lefties only, so that's not a big deal. And I'll put Sheth there just because. Then I assume we have to pick one of these guys to catch now in AAA. Alrighty, Sheffield. That actually is kind of annoying that you have to do the minor league ones because you don't see the minor league teams ever play interleague play. So that's not a thing that you'd ever have to worry about. But I think it's just for consistency's sake that it was just like easier for them to say, you know, we'll do it this way. Oh, we've won 4 in a row. So we ended up 16-12 in May. Alrighty, after that disastrous start, we've won... God, we won 5 straight, and then we've won 4 straight, so 9 of our last 10. We are currently at 2.88 million, above zero. So once we sim through this homestand, which we won't be able to because we'll get a guy back from injury, but once we do, we'll be able to we'll be able to get another upgrade at least. And then probably after that, like I said, around the All-Star break, we should be able to have enough money to get all of the upgrades and then unlock the secret stuff. Hopefully. Our single A team is not very good this year. Don't care. Let's see here. I'm actually going to try sitting up. Adjust the camera a little bit. Oh, man, that's a AAA guy. Don't care. Literally, his name is Man. Sorry. If it's your first time here, feel free to give me a follow. I stream this game, MVP Baseball 2005. I also stream NCAA Football 14 and NCAA Basketball 10. If you haven't given me a follow, if you're new here, feel free to say hi in the chat. I do have it up, and I am monitoring it just like Canadians Fan 90 said hi. Well, Burek, at least he got on base pretty well. He doesn't even have that good of plate discipline. Huh. Well, he's back in AAA. Manzanillo is back on our team. He's healthy. So, Hughes, you had fun, I'm sure. 446 on base percentage is pretty good. Manzanillo's a 100 contact against every pitching, so he's going to get back in the lineup. He's also a solid fielder. Oh, yeah. Oh, I should change that before I do anything else. I need to not have Willie Mo Pena in center field, instead Manzanillo in center. Why I would have Willie Mo Pena in center field is because this game does some crazy weird things. Like that. Willie Mo is... Yeah, he'll be better off in left field as a fielder. And God, he's hitting well now. He's 30 also? He's 30? We're gonna have to get rid of him soon? In a couple of years, we may have to. I mean, we only have, like, 5 actual major leaguers on our team. We have 3 hitters and then 2 pitchers. And that's it. Everybody else is a game-created player. We're only 7 years into this game's, like, future. We're in 2012. It's kind of crazy that we've just kind of been like, yeah, you're not that good, major leaguers. We've got homegrown guys. 23, 25. You know, we have young guys on our team. I mean, he's just so good. Yes, our relievers pitch a lot. It's fine. Not a big deal. 4th in pitching, 4th in hitting. We're screwed. We may not make the playoffs this year because we're 39 and 26, and yet Chicago and Minnesota are both just as good as us. Let's buy something because we have 8.15 million, which means we're buying not ads and logos, but the expanded restaurant. Yay! Let's look at our pricing as well to see if we want to up anything. Okay, we definitely want to up stuff because we essentially sold out. The luxury boxes I'm still going to up because they're luxury boxes. They're expensive anyway. Okay, if we sold at least half of an item of its daily allotment, it goes up. $9. Who are these people paying $9 for chicken strips at a ballpark? In 2000, I guess in 2012, that's not that terrible. In 05, it would have been bad. That's maxed out. That's maxed out. Now it's maxed. Maxed out. Maxed out. Okay, this will go to 17, 4, 23, 20, 45. Yeah, that's maxed out. That can go up to 10, and that's a max now. 12 is that max. 32, 27. Most of our stuff is kind of at the max price, and we're still making a ton of money. This despite getting no money in media and sponsorship revenue. And our income statement telling us what? We're going to lose a bunch? Oh no, we're supposed to make 33 million. That's good. So let's go through. We only need about 15 million more to, yeah, $15 million more is what we need to unlock the secret stuff. Hopefully we can get there. Fingers crossed. I am going to save before we do the unlock, and then I'll save after again. It's a AAA injury. I don't care. We're not going to... If we're only going to be, like, 10 games above 500, we're not... That's going to be a problem for us. We need to be better than this. I mean, we need to be a 90-win team just to hopefully make the playoffs. We may miss the playoffs this year. That's not good. Come on now. Okay, 12 above is good. 13. Come on now. There we go. Now! Oh, that's a major league injury. So now I have to put someone in at second base against righties and lefties, actually. I think. Chef it is. And then, DH against lefties. Who's the best hitter left against lefties? You know what? Marte has only played in, like, 4 games. He can play a little more. I would hope Willie Moe's going to be an all-star. He was one last season in our owner mode. Otherwise, I'm not sure anyone else truly deserves it, although Manzanillo's finally starting to hit. Okay, he's unhappy with how much we're playing him because he was hurt for 2 weeks. I don't want to hear it. Also, our dude gets hurt for 4 days, and what, nobody seems to care, I guess? Like, we're still 4th in hitting? Come on. There we go. And our AA team's turning things around. There we go. He's back healthy, so... What is it? It's, second base against righties, and then it was DH against lefties. Oh, look, he was able to not get a hit. 4 games he's now played in this year. Definitely worth the roster spot, for sure. Okay, back to where we were. Anybody pitching really poorly? Yeah, those two. I don't know what to do. We have no... Oh, God, these two aren't pitching that well either. I don't know what to do. It's not like we have that many good players in AAA. I can try and see, maybe? I mean, I would like to send down those 2 crappy starters who haven't really pitched well for us. You know, if you have a 7 ERA or a 13 ERA, I want to send both of them down. Maybe we can call up a pitcher who's not terrible in AAA. Okay, 31 innings only. That's not great. We don't really have guys who are that good in AAA. Like, I mean, maybe Henson is the guy? Yeah, I'm thinking Henson's the guy. And then we can call up the other catcher who we had for a hot second as well, Burek, because he can also play the outfield. And then, do we want to send down a reliever? That's the real question here. It's those two who get sent down. Is anyone pitching that well in AAA that we should call them up? Are we finally going to get to see Ludwig in the majors? I think it's time. Finally, for a very good young pitcher who's 28, I think we'll call him up and send down Conrad for now. Borland's not as bad. He hasn't pitched as poorly, but he's only 21. He has a major league deal. I'm just going to send down Conrad. He's been worse. Let's not kid anyone. And then, let me put Luther in the rotation for them. And Blaylock. Good. Those two should be their numbers 1 and 2 guys. Davis can also start because he's not as bad as them. Miasis should be in somewhere in the rotation, whatever. Conrad can be all pissy, but you know what? Pitch better. So Jesus Ludwig, welcome to the setup man role. That's not going to go well for him. It's not going to go well for us. Okay, Knuckle Curve's not a bad pitch, even if it's bad. And our starters have all been solid enough that I'm not too concerned. Like, Greinke and Tremblay are probably both going to be all-stars, I would assume. We'll find out here in a second. Let's sim through the rest of this homestand. After a 500 June, that has us now 2 games back in the division. Not great. Not great. Okay. Come on now. Okay, we just swept the Blue Jays. That's good. We're still a game back, though, in the division. And we have 13 million. So we can buy either the restaurant level or the wall ads behind home plate. Everything else we have upgraded to the top. So we will do the restaurant, the MVP of ballpark restaurants. I mean, look at that. That's fancy. One more thing. We need $2 more million in order to unlock the secret stuff. 2 million more. And guess what? With the way that we are getting our attendance, I think we are going to get it after our next homestand, which means right after the All-Star break. And then it's just kind of there, which is really cool. It just exists. Like, it's a feature that's there. Actually, I'll go up to 18 for that. And I'll go up $1 for everything that I can. Or $5, whatever it is. Just because I can. Who cares? Why not? Bleed them dry. Why don't I? So let's, first off, with a few days before the All-Star break, let's go to league news. Let's see here. No. Okay, Weibel's in the top 5 there. Kawasaki's in the top 5 for third baseman. Oh, Rogers. Rogers was on our team. Let's see. Anyone who's formerly on our team that's going to be an all-star. Don't think any of them. Don't think any of them. Yeah, Rogers was. He was only playing against lefties and was expensive. Interesting that they're tied, but no one on our team there. And then no one in the top 5 for outfielders for us. Alrighty. Kind of sad. Bummer. But hopefully that changes in a couple days when we get to the All-Star game in San Diego, of all places. Don't care. So that's now... So it's 4 in a row. And I guess it was a 4-game win streak. Okay. So that's fine. We are 53 and 35 at the All-Star break. And we are 2 games back in the division. A little concerning, you know, that we're essentially we're in 3rd place in the division, despite being on track to win 100 games potentially. Okay, we're 737 in the hole. That's fine. Let's look and see who the All-Stars were and if we have anyone in the running for some big award. Let's see, All-Star voting. Looks like Greinke and Willis. Okay, that's 2 of them, along with Crawford. Hoyt Wilhelm got in on his new team. Congratulations. So, three All-Stars. In the Cy Young race, Greinke is leading it. Alrighty, Willis in 5th and Beimel in 7th. And no one in the top 10 of the MVP race. We have not had an MVP at all since we started this. I am a little surprised that Trombley didn't make it, but probably because he's thrown not that many fewer innings. Henson has not pitched. Beimel's still pitching a ton, which is huge. Ludwig needs to pitch a little more and better, hopefully. Borland's been good. Let's see how what's-his-name's doing in AAA. Conrad, not happy. Well, do better. Be better. They do weight wins and also things like home runs in terms of like MVPs, and we have a bunch of guys who are going to hit like 25 homers, not guys who are going to hit 45. So that's kind of a problem. But guess what? We have a lot of high on base percentages, quality slugging percentages, and guys who just break. Period. 16 steals for... Go figure. Our leadoff hitter only has 8. 16 steals for Weibel. I'm surprised he is not an all-star at all. He's not in the running for any of those big awards. Kind of weird. Let's actually look at the all-star break. Let's look at the league leaders. Anything interesting? 367. Good lord. 366. God. 34 homers at the all-star break. Who are these players that can hit 34 homers at the all-star break? My god. No wonder we can't get any all-stars. If they're going to have 30 homers at the all-star break, we're kind of screwed. 94 RBIs. I realize that's situational, but still. Goodness, we don't have anybody anywhere close. Steals? No. Runs scored? Not a chance. I mean, we have a good 1 through 9 lineup. It's just like some of these guys are just... I mean, it's remarkable. Arizona has 3 dudes, each with at least 8 triples at the All-Star break? What? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. On base percentage, okay, we have nobody that high. Hunkins, God, he's good. Scary how we don't have anyone that high in any of these stats. Yet we've scored a lot of runs. ERA, nothing that high. Willis is 10th, which is good, and Beimel's 13th. Wins-wise, Hill's number 1. Sean Hill, okay. 0 pickoff move. He's not going to stay that way. There's no way that he is going to stay undefeated with a 2.13 ERA and no pickoff move looking at those pitches. There's just no way that he's going to stay anywhere close to the top. Let's look at saves. Crawford's number 1, tied for first, at least in the majors, which is good. Hoyt Wilhelm, they've only used him for 22 1/3 innings. Yeah, he's still very good, don't get me wrong. I knew he would be, but like, he's 36 and making $8 million a year. $8 million's not worth it for friggin' 22 innings and a half a season. Batting average against Beimel is at 6th in the league. That's pretty good. Strikeouts, okay, Greinke's 7th and Willis is 12th. That's good. Fewest walks, 2 dudes who haven't pitched for us, so that really doesn't count. Complete games, Willis has 4, Greinke has 3. That's promising. And 3 shutouts for Willis? Wow. Yeah, we'll take it. Can't complain about our pitching. I don't think I can really complain about our hitting overall. But let's sim through this homestand. And like I said, we should have the secret stuff right after we finish this homestand. This is going to be neat to go through, especially if you've never heard about this or seen this and you just had no clue that this even existed. Because I don't think a lot of people knew that this existed. Sheffield's a AAA guy, so I don't care. And I'm going to actually take the full tour of it, really talk about stuff. It may be a few minutes of me talking about the secret stuff, and I think that's how we're going to end the stream. And then I'm going to cut it and put it on YouTube and stuff so people will be able to see it whenever they want to and stuff as soon as they search for it. And now we're 3 games back because we just lost 4 or 5. Not great. But we have enough money to buy everything that we need to and unlock the secret stuff. Just want to make sure that we're not missing anything in terms of our hitting, pitching. Everything seems fine. We have talent. We are still somehow 3rd place in the division. That's frustrating. There's only 1 wildcard team too. So let's save first off. Let's save this, and then I will go to our final unlock. This is going to be very exciting. I appreciate anyone who's been tuning in for the past nearly 2 hours today for us to finally get here. I mean, it's going to be cool. I think so, at least. I think it's going to be really cool. We'll see, though. Hopefully you guys do, too. I'm just making sure everything's going right with the stream, which it is. That's good. Proceed. Save complete. Owner's box. Time to buy our final asset. Our final ballpark upgrade. Everything else is at level 6 or the max level, which is 5 for lighting banks. Last one. We have upgraded everything. Everything is upgraded. There is no next upgrade. N/A, it says. And notice, there is a new menu down here. We have bought all of the assets here, so secret stuff gets unlocked in MVP Baseball 2005. Here's a look at what it is. Congratulations, you have obtained all the Create Ballpark upgrades. As a token of appreciation for your efforts, we will take you behind the scenes on... I'll get back to it when it comes back around. You can see that these are still kind of low quality because it's the GameCube, but look at all this stuff. Secret stuff for future MVP. Many designs were produced to make owner mode enjoyable. You can see those are kind of like decision tree type things, or skill tree type things, which is really cool. Production began and the mode took shape. The front-end artists made it look great. We hope you enjoy Create Ballpark as much as we enjoyed designing it. Thanks for playing. So that's really cool. I wonder how many of these people are still at EA. December 2003 was when they started with the Create Ballpark idea, which was after the first year of MVP Baseball. Then they added like numbers into the Dynasty mode, like real money, which is really cool. In 04 and then 05, they did some other stuff. And you can see the fireworks thing next to the speakers on the bottom left picture there that just went away. That is now the Thirstatron, I think it's called. Something like that. Yeah, you can see just a lot of different stuff. Thanks for playing. Look at them on all the CRTs. They're all playing and having fun. Brad may still be with, if that's the same Brad who I know of and have talked with at EA, then he was a QA tester back in the day for MVP, and then he was a producer on Madden. Actually, he was like the last gen versions of Madden, around like Madden 25, Madden 15, I think, Madden 15, 16, whatever those years were. So, smaller. Mark, tanned from his vacation. They made nice charts and estimates. You see all this stuff. This is so cool to me. And it's just a slideshow. You can't really stop it at all or do anything. It's not a huge secret thing, but it's a nice little gesture. So yeah, they had the Create Ballpark stuff. They tried out different things. The winning design came about in February of 2004, which means that they spent more than a year working on owner mode in the Create Ballpark, because around February is when the game was finalized for MVP Baseball 2004. If you ever look at and open up the game and turn it on anything except for PC with a patch, at least for 2005, you'll see the rosters are as of like January or February of 2005 because of when the game came out and because of, you can't just send patches in. Oh, they did do 5 roster updates for MVP Baseball 2005 on PC, and you can get some new players, not necessarily certain players' photos, but like Shin-Soo Choo ends up in the game, which is really cool, so that's kind of nice. We wanted to give the user the feeling of actually owning an MLB team. I mean, it's cool, though. Stadium Modeler and Lighter working on Create Ballpark. That's really cool. Let's see what else, if there's anything else that I've missed. Because we've seen a lot of these. I know, it kind of goes over and over and stuff because it's just like a 5-slide slideshow. You can see a lot of people playing a lot of MVP Baseball. But yeah, and as a token of appreciation for your efforts, we will take you behind the scenes on what it took to make Create Ballpark in owner mode. So that's really cool. It's neat to see all this stuff. You see that they had to present stuff to execs. This is also, making a video game 15 to 20 years ago. So you can see, that looks like Windows 2000 over there. Maybe XP at this point in 2004, 2005-ish. Who knows what they were using. But they were able to make this game and make this mode that only existed in one game because of the way the licensing changed. Which kind of sucks in the end. Because you'll see here coming up... Oh, there's a coffee stain on the one on the one napkin. Kind of funny that the first concept was on a napkin there. And it's kind of cool with the upgrades and stuff, how they kind of had it. And it's like you go from this little tiny minor league level stadium. And look, it says secret stuff for future MVP there on the top right. I guess that was the expanded Create Ballpark that ended up in the college games. But I really wonder what more would have happened with owner mode and all of this other stuff if they still could have made MVP Baseball as a Major League Baseball game. This game was so good. I loved playing it. I still do. I mean, I wouldn't stream it if I didn't love it. So this was really cool the first time when I actually did this as a kid and unlocked it. So I really loved it. There's a lot there still that you can look through. Obviously, it's so like low res and stuff that you can't really see any trade secrets from 20 years ago, but it's neat. It's a really neat mode, really cool stuff. Seeing the team behind it, that's awesome. I wish that we could get more of this stuff in video games nowadays. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. That's just a look at the secret stuff in owner mode in MVP Baseball 2005. So let's get back to where we were. By the way, let's view the stadium that we've built. This amazing, awesome, behemoth monolith of a stadium. Let's tour it. What did we get for everything? As the X and Y axis for the camera is backward for how I like it. So let's see. Let's just go right back out to center field and look at everything. From the center field fence, you see a lot of advertising for their fake ads and stuff all along everywhere. You can see the Create Ballpark. We did the brick above there with a little higher. Stream Deck. That's right. That's what I named it. And you see A-Cola, America's favorite. 5, your local news source. News Channel 5, local news source. Colossus Burgers. They had to come up with logos and things. And you see like the home run stuff. That's pretty cool there. You see it says EA Sports. You see the flags. What else is interesting here? I'm trying to see. Nothing too much. You see there's Colossus Burgers, our big restaurant there with 2 tiers all the way out along the right center field fence. So, let's see what else we have here. Look at all those speakers, man. Look at that. Hooey, we can blow it up. I will say this would be a lot more upgraded in actual 2012. That look, we can see the camera in the Jumbotron. That would be a lot bigger, and that black and white LED board would also not be there. Let's see if it's here where it's supposed to be. No, not over here. It's right here. It should say welcome on top of both dugouts. That's an upgrade that you can buy, along with all of the ads and things. Kind of crazy. And then we started out with so few seats. Now we suddenly have 3 tiers of seating, along with a bunch of suites across this whole stadium. God, this is so cool. And you can see it does say thank you for coming. If you can't tell, that does say that on the screen there. So kind of neat with inside the ballpark there. I'm going to exit that now. We're going to save, and then I think we are going to probably finish up the regular season and then call it a stream, because I think we've been streaming for more than 2 hours, and I do need to go do a couple things before I have class tonight at 7. So yeah, there's that. Let's keep saving it. So I want to make sure the secret stuff's there, and if anyone ever wants to see it who hasn't seen it, again, I'll post the walkthrough of it on YouTube, and then yeah, we'll see some other stuff as well there. So as soon as this is done saving, it only took us 7 years to do it. Not even 6.5. Yeah. So let's sim through. I mean, at this point, the money doesn't really matter because we've unlocked everything. It's just for our own profits. So I'm cool just simming to. Actually, I like simming through each homestand just to figure out pricing and things. So we'll just do that quickly, sim the rest of the regular season, hopefully make the playoffs. If we don't, well, that would suck. Especially because I guess we'd have to go 40-20 essentially the rest of the way to win 100 games. We're probably going to be a 90-win team. That's just 500 ball the rest of the way. It's a minor league guy. And so we ended up accomplishing something really cool today, which is awesome. I'm very glad that we were able to unlock the secret stuff. I wonder how many people who played MVP years ago for who knows how long. I wonder how many of them didn't know about that. I didn't until until as a kid I had finished up stuff, and then it takes time. There's no cheat code to unlock it. You have to actually play through the mode and be smart enough to do things to be able to unlock stuff. And that's not easy. So we did it though, and we have secret stuff now, which is cool. Okay, we're 20 above, which is not a bad thing. 13 and 11, not great. 6 and 2 in August is pretty good. Yeah, now we have 13.7 million in the bank. What do we do with it? Let's see. Who do we want to send down? Anyone pitching poorly? No, actually. Okay, maybe not Ludwig. I think the Ludwig experiment is over. Let's call up Conrad. He's been in AAA long enough. In the Dungeon of Buffalo. Great. Let's put him back to where he should go, which is... Actually, maybe not setup man. Yeah, screw it. We'll put him as setup man as well. 106 innings from Beimel, which is less than a lot of our starters. All of our starters, actually. But pretty good. 4-2 Glenn Allen Luther, and 114 innings this year. That's kind of interesting. Guess that's how our relievers get a bunch of decisions. Unfortunately, some not as good as others. So is he the closer again? Great. So that's all solved there. Batting order, everything seems fine. Yeah, we're killing it. Hernandez hasn't been great, but he's our 8-hitter. I'm not as concerned about if our 8-hitter is going to be amazing or not. So whatever. And then against lefties, anyone hitting really poorly. Chrisman, still not great, but better? Better than he was, I suppose. Cantu, still very good, which is what we want to see. And then, yeah, we're just killing it right now. We really are just hitting well, playing well. Everything's good for us. Although, do I want to make that move and put Burek in there against lefties? Let's make the move and see what happens. He's a pretty good fielder too, if I remember correctly. So that's all fine. Everything's great. We're still somehow 2 games back in the division, which sucks. Oh, forgot to check the owner's box. It said pricing better. Okay, everything's fine pricing wise for now. I'm not concerned about the other stuff. Ooh, don't wanna quit the mode yet. Let's sim through here. And then we will sim through some other stuff. By the way, what I am going to do at some point with this owner mode save is do an experiment and see what happens. If we make ticket prices their lowest possible, because I don't know that we can make them 0, and we do the giving away of 20,000 free tickets, essentially just like last year. Do I play the games Ryan430063? I do sometimes. Usually it's ones that are a little bit more important, not just plain old regular season games. I will probably play more and slow down how quickly we progress through this. I really wanted to get up all of the upgrades before, doing a lot of other stuff, so we can start playing games for sure, moving forward, along with, like I said, I was going to try the no fans, essentially, idea with lowering ticket prices as much as possible. 15 and 5 in August now, and guess what? We're tied for first in the division, baby. Let's go. You probably made a bunch of money. Yeah, you're a little higher. Sure. Why not? Why not? We'll up concession prices if we need to. And then we will play some of the games here. Not on this stream, but in future. 88% of stuff? What? People are buying up all of the stuff that's not at its max price, which is everything that's now going to be at max price. I don't get why this game has Class A, but the MLB The Show doesn't. I mean, my only guess with that... Wow, we have now maxed out the prices of every single item there. I do wonder how low we can make ticket prices. Can we make them free? We can't. Okay. I'll figure that out later, though. Hi, Layla. Thanks for tuning in. Ryan, I will say, like, this has single A ball, I think because they just could add it. Like, they didn't add... I think that they didn't add too many ballparks. I think it was just, like, easy with the assets and stuff. I think because they'd already had MLB AAA, AA, that it was easy for them to then add single A. The thing is, I don't know that many people really want single A, and especially with the, Actually, I just did a stadium tour. It looks ridiculous, quite frankly, the stadium now that everything's unlocked. It looks different, but they have a few, like, minor league stadiums that just look kind of small. Nothing that special to tell you the truth, but they're there, and I think that's part of how they were able to get around it. I know there are a couple of actual, like, real minor league stadiums in MLB The Show, but, yeah, it just, I think single A was just something it was easier to add and not really do a ton with in MVP back in the day, and it would be a little more work to add it into the show, and also I don't know anyone's really clamoring for single A stuff, you know? They don't really care about owner modes or dynasty modes, and I think that's part of why they added full season A affiliates into 05, because the big mode that was played at the time was the owner mode or the dynasty mode. Those were the most popular. Nowadays, it's the card collecting modes, the card trading modes. So you have to remember that their interests are different, so why would they add single A teams to an owner mode that they don't make any money from? It's an unfortunate truth and an unfortunate reality with this. Let's sim through our last homestand here. Actually, we'll just, we'll sim through both the last ones. We'll just sim through the rest of the season and hopefully, make the playoffs. Minor league injury, don't care. Oh, that's not good. That's not good when your best hitter gets hurt for how long? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Now I have to call someone up who can hit righties, probably. Who's the best hitter in terms of just like a pure hitter in AAA? So 77, 72 is our best there. I'm almost wondering if I need to just call up the best guy against lefties, which would be Boca Chica probably is the best option for us to call up here. Yeah, Boca Chica. That sucks. Oh, man. On the bright side, whoever gets to play against righties is going to be DHing instead of him. Let's just move up other guys in the lineup because that's just how we're going to do things. And then is Hughes our best guy? 81, 51. Yeah, probably against righties. So that's fine. First base doesn't matter against against no DH because that doesn't exist in our fantasy world. Let's see. So he's an 82, 52. He's the best option against against lefties. And DeFelice is also a first baseman. So Crispin can DH. He's still hitting well, which is good. And then DeFelice goes in against lefties here. Yeah, 79-61 is the best we've got. Yikes. That hurts, though. Losing your best hitter and one of the best hitters in baseball just before the playoffs. And he's out for 255 days. He's going to be out for a while now. I mean, just yikes. Suddenly our lineup is much less potent than it was. Okay, let me just fix theirs really quickly. He's fine there, whatever. I really don't care. I just see that there's an outfielder. He can play there. Great. I don't need to worry about that. Suddenly our hitting went from like 4th or 5th to 10th. I mean, the guy was a monster. Had a 2020 season going. I mean, that hurts. That hurts. I wonder if he was had any award consideration. Let's see. No, he didn't. Greinke's still #1 for Cy Young voting. That's good. So that sucks for us. A really good August, though. 16-5 so far. We're actually leading the division by ourselves right now. So that's good. Let's sim through the rest of the season and hope that stays, even though our hitting now just took a hit. Oh, man. If we miss the playoffs, we miss the playoffs. We haven't done that in a few years. And, you know, our payroll's so low this year, and we've made so much money that it's not the end of the world. We can probably just sign guys for a ton of money and not have to worry. That's a minor league guy. Let's see. So it looks like our AAA and AA teams may actually make the postseason for them. We'll see. Let's see. AA one-game playoff? AAA one-game playoff. Oh, it is for our team. And they won it, so they're in. Yay. So we need to go 15-9, the 14-9, the 14-8. The rest of the way, 14-8 to win 100 games. That'll get us in the playoffs, that's for sure. Although losing a few more. Oh, 1 game suspension. Ugh. Dude's barely pitched. 134 2/3. Okay, he's been a lot better since he got called back up. That's good. Yeah, most of our guys have been pretty good. All in all. I mean, Greinke's been amazing. Really good. Wow. And then Willis has been very good as well. I mean, our pitching stepped up right now. We've needed it to. Oh, I didn't realize our hitting's still 4th for some reason. Okay. So we went 22-6 in August, which is awesome. We're 6-6 in September. We are actually 5 games up right now. That's huge. Because being 5 games up means that, wow, we've actually not scored that many runs, but we've allowed so few. I wonder if anyone's going to score 1,000 this year. The Rockies already have. Okay, well, that answers that question. Let's see what else, though. Let's go through the rest of the season. 43.4. We're just going to have so much money in the bank after this year that we can afford to just run losses if we want to. We're not going to because we can make a lot of money. Okay, let's edit this again because we have to do that. Great. Didn't actually have to pitch. Having 2 dudes with sub-3 ERAs in this game, plus another guy who's going to throw 150 innings of sub-3 ERA ball, that's just winning strategies, period. You're going to win 100 games by having those kinds of pitchers, along with good hitting. Granted, 6-7 this month, not great. So let's hope that we don't keep losing here as we wrap up the season. We need to go 10. Okay, we can actually still win 100. Now we can't. We should be good enough to make the playoffs. 97 wins. Did we win the division? We did! Yay! Did somebody else make the, Oh, interesting. So they're 91-71, and they're both out. The White Sox won the wild card, 92-70. Okay, so that's where it is. The A's and Rangers. Neither of them are that great. Jeez. Yeah, where are the bad teams? There's so many 91 teams. There should be like a couple of like 110 loss teams. I guess a couple of divisions didn't have that good of play. I guess, yeah. 2 90-plus loss teams, 2 90-plus loss teams. Only one here. 103-59 for the Yankees. Good lord. But we won the division again, so that's really good. Let's advance the next day for us. By the way, we're 50 million above zero. 50 million above zero. Season awards. The MVP, not on our team. No surprise. Cy Young Award winner, Zach Greinke. Good stuff. I mean, 21 wins and a 2.96 ERA is great. Satchel Paige, who we used to have. Yellow Dot Alex. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. By the way, great name. Great name. Fellow Alex. So Satchel Paige, 3.47 ERA in the National League. Pretty good. Let's see. Rookie of the Year, not for us. Rolaids Reliever of the Year is one of our guys. Not the guy who threw 150 innings, but the guy who got 40 saves. Because that's how they do stuff in this game for some reason. Let's see. Who do we have as our... Do we have anyone who's going to win a Silver Slugger? Joe Mauer, just amazing as usual because he's Joe Mauer. He's so good. He won the MVP, so of course he wasn't going to do it. I mean, the games we've almost replaced real players with just fake ones. Mark Mulder won it just because he didn't even get a hit this year, because they don't change that when you add a DH in the NL. So silly. Let's see, Gold Gloves, of course, Joe Mauer. Okay, Sweeney got one. That's good for third base. Wonder if anybody else for us. Nope, nobody else for us. All-Star Game MVP was K-Rod, who threw almost 200 innings and is now a starter? What? In what world? God, if he's a starter, I'm surprised he's not better than that. I mean, he's unbelievably good. Wow. Season wrap-up, let's just look again. We won the division with 97 wins. I do want to see if... Okay, Beimel finished 4th. K-Rod did finish 3rd. Got it, okay. Starter K-Rod, jeez. Kind of crazy. Nobody in the top 10 for us in terms of the MVP race. Kind of crazy. I think Brasser was on our team for a hot second. I think that... Oh, and Beltre was. Other than that, though, we're fine. Randy Ostrat was on our team. He got a ton of money. He didn't sign with the White Sox, though, right? No, that was Udisline. Never mind. Oh, look, Udisline is not in there. Guy's making $9 million, and he wasn't even in the top 10 of the Cy Young race. Boo-hoo. Okay, let's look at our team again and make sure that everything looks good for the playoffs here. Just want to get through this season and then call it a stream here. So we did the off-season already. We unlocked the secret stuff. We did a lot this stream. But I just want to get to, a good stopping point before we are all done with everything. Ludwig's not happy? Oh, boo-hoo. I don't care. Jason Luther ended up pitching really well in AAA after a disastrous Major League portion of his season. Blaylock pitched well as well. We're doing fine. Henson only threw 20 2/3, which is fine for us. Everything else looks good. Let's actually see. Okay, Buffalo won their division. That's good. So did Akron. And then Kinston, it's possible they made the playoffs. We'll see here in a second. They have a bye. All 4 of our teams made the playoffs. After what I thought was going to be a mess of a season, we did all right for ourselves. Let's save our profile here. And then we can go to owner's box. I think everything's fine for pricing. Doesn't really matter. Everything's maxed out anyway, price-wise. And let's go just sim and hopefully not lose again to Texas, like we did last year when we lost to Texas in the ALDS. Oh God, it's coming down to a Game 5 at home. Not ideal. Not ideal. I kind of want to manage this one. I'm also going to up ticket prices a little just because I can. And we're going to have so much money we won't even know what to do with all of it. Truly. Like, look at this. Everything is maxed out. Everything. Fans are happy. They're 4 out of 5 happinesses. I mean, come on. It's nuts that we're selling out of so much stuff. Honestly, I'm just going to sim it and hope we win. We lost! Hey, look at that. Back-to-back seasons. We make the playoffs after winning the division, and we lose to Texas, who sucked. That's frustrating. Who pitched poorly? Greinke did. Grosecki did. Trombley did. Beimel did. Didn't even get our closer in a game. Let's see. Did we end up outscoring them again over the course of the series? Let's see. We were plus 14 in the wins. Yeah, we did again. Back-to-back seasons where that just sucks. Okay. So let's sim through. Is Akron going to win another championship? This would be like their 3rd in a row or something. Yeah, they did. Congrats to your AA team on their championship win. Woot woot. Not the one that we really care about. They only lost once in the playoffs. They're not even called the Arrows anymore. So it is what it is, I suppose. Looking at the playoff tree. Oh, Texas at least won a couple games in the ALCS. Let's sim through the playoffs here. Yeah, fix manually. Stay on the 60-day DL. because 195 more days is probably going to affect the start of next season, which is crazy to think. Okay, so at least this time around we lost to the eventual champions. That's not the end of the world, right? Right? It is what it is, I suppose. You can't win it every year. We did all right. We ended up, doing okay. We're $60 million in the bank right now, so that's awesome. We have to go to the off season after this, so that's okay. That will wrap it up for the stream. Nearly 2.5 hours long. We unlocked the secret stuff. We won the division again. We had some fun. Unfortunately, we could not bring home another title. It is what it is, I suppose, but it happens. If you have not given me a follow here or on Twitter, please do. If you have not done so on a subscribe on YouTube, please do that as well. That's where you can find all the archived stuff, including I will cut by itself that whole tour of the secret stuff within MVP Baseball 2005. So that was really cool. You can always go back through this stream to look and see as we get our final unlocks, and we did everything, and that was really cool. That was awesome to do. Yeah, thank you to Canadians Fan 90, Ryan 430063, and Layla Teehee for getting in the chat. Thank you to Yellow.Alex for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. May take a little bit of time away from this game. I do need to try streaming some newer stuff, different stuff, maybe newer for me, because we kind of have hit a point where we've won a World Series, we've, had some really good seasons, and we unlocked everything in owner mode. We have 60 million in the bank. I'm going to take a little time away from this game and play some other stuff, so that's something you have to look forward to. I may stream tomorrow. I may stream Friday. I'm not sure which. I will more than likely stream at least one of those days. Probably tomorrow more than likely as opposed to Friday. And then we shall see with everything else. So yeah, again, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't given me a follow, please do. Working my way up. The next goal is 50 followers. So I appreciate it. And have a good one, everybody. Bye.